Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about taming a terror bird. Yes, that is right. I'm going to show you how to tame the annoying terror bird. And one thing that you need to first bear in mind is that most often they tend to be in groups. And in order to tame this, you will need the regular kibble. You can also use meat, and you kind of need a saddle to ride it. It is a rideable creature, and in order to craft the saddle you'll need to be level 33, and it'll cost you 15 engram points. Not that expensive to make. Do bear in mind that you will also probably need a bowler if you are in a group of 2 or more. You will see why. I will show you the pros and cons of taming it with and without a trap. So first things first, below me I have a group of terror birds. I'm going to go for the highest level one. They don't have a lot of HP. They have even worse carry weight, so you do want to go for the high level ones. As you will see in the video, you want to make sure you have plenty of narcotics with you because their torpor goes down ridiculously quick, right? Emphasis on how ridiculous it goes down. So I'm going to kind of clear out the ones that I don't want. Of course, by doing so I will aggro the high level one. That's fine. My wyvern can take the damage, but we don't want these guys complicating the video, so I'd rather deal with them. So that was a fairly high level one. That would have been, if you're new to the game, that would have been a good one to tame. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to position my wyvern in a safe spot. I am going to try and knock it out from a high vantage point. That is totally something you can do, but this only works really well if there are 2 or more players, and you will see why. The terror bird, in terms of running, is kind of like the raptor. It is fairly fast. I'm just trying to find a bit of a position and try and get rid of that stupid glitch with the long neck rifle where it does not want to fire or load. So that's been sorted. Okay, so it's still aggroed onto me. I'm probably going to need to reposition. Now this is, of course, if you have access to a flyer or a creature that can help you get the vantage point. If you don't have access to that, don't worry, I've got you covered. It'll just be slightly later in the video. So I'm trying to get it to come this way. I do want to find a good location to start firing the tranks at it. Now for this you can use the long neck rifle as well as the crossbow with the trank arrows. Do bear in mind that the crossbow does do more damage than the long neck rifle, and as I've said, the terror bird does not have a lot of HP. It is basically very similar to a raptor, but different in what it has to offer and abilities. It does have a very cool and fun ability which I will show off later in the video, most likely towards the end. Now, as you will see, once the terror bird's torpor gets high enough, it will want to run away. It is a fairly fast creature, so catching up with it and landing those final tranks can be a bit of a pain if you don't use a trap. So this is the con of doing this single, but as you can see right there, its torpor drops super quick. Now it ran away because of high torpidity, but it dropped down really quick, and now it's after me. So I'm gonna try and kite it into a dart. Oh, totally missed that one. Now the problem with that is eventually it will run into trouble and die out, so totally don't recommend that. Now the next thing you can do is, if you're by yourself, and I totally recommend this, is you build a trap. So we start by laying down a 2x2 foundation, and then ramps on one side, generally the side that you are going to kite the terror bird into the trap from. Now this is one variant of this trap. This requires that you have a creature that can get in and out of the trap. Now I'm going to do this on foot to kind of show you the thing. So I've aggroed it, but that's a problem. Once I'm in the trap, I'm stuck with the terror bird, which is an issue. So if you don't have a creature that can get you out of this, don't worry, I've got you covered just as well. but as you can see, once it's in, it cannot run away, and you can start knocking it out. You can even do it from the outside once the game decides to play ball. Sometimes it will do that little marker to say that it's hit the creature, but it's not really applying torpor or damage. So you can come up the ramp and just start knocking the heck out of it. The only problem with this particular trap is there's no way out for you, so that means you'll be stuck in with the Terror Bird, and they can hit pretty hard. So you don't want to be doing that unless you are using this method unless you have some sort of a mount that can get out. So that could be a Thylo, could be a flyer, anything. So I'm going to show you the other alternatives. So as you can see, instead of wall, I put down door frames. This allows me to get out of the trap and leave the Terror Bird trapped in. So I'm going to try and aggro this guy. Now, what you want to do with this, you want to try and kite it from as far away as possible. You don't want to get too close to it. So I'm going to try and use my darts to get its attention, or maybe just get close enough to the point where it will want to chase me. I won't try and get out of the trap until it's in, so it doesn't change direction. Once it is in the trap, as you can see, it cannot get past the door frames. You can make this trap out of wood just as well as stone. With wood, it will take damage, but with stone, as you can see, it does not do any damage to the structures. However, seeing as this will probably be a trap that you will build on the go, I probably recommend using wood. So at this point, you can now start putting tranks into the Terror Bird, and once it's knocked out, I will actually show you. Oh, we go the glitch. That is so annoying when that happens. Yeah, so once it is knocked out, I will show you how quickly the Terror Bird's torpor goes down, and I do mean quickly. So make sure you have narcotics at the ready. What I would probably do is I would probably wait for the Terror Bird's torpor to drop to maybe half, and then feed it a stack of 50 narcotics, and then you can probably go and move your mount or set up a small camp next to it whilst the torpor is going up, because whilst it's going up, it's not going down. So as you can see, this is the speed at which it drops. Keep that in mind, okay? Very important, that right there. Okay, so I've moved my creature next to the trap. I'm just going to feed it roughly a stack of 50 narcotics. I'm just going to go with 50s just because I find it easier. So torpor is now going up, means it's not going down. It's a waiting game. Now, I strongly advise and suggest, especially for this creature, that you use the starving method, because if you get distracted for too long, it will get back up. For this, I do recommend using Dodo Dex, which is an amazing app that you can find both for Android and iOS, and it will help you by telling you how long you need to starve any creature in the game for before you put the kibble in. It is about to tame. I have put the food in there, so it should not take... Oh, actually, I'm going to put the food in there right now. So that is the kibble. Whilst that is taking place, I am going to kind of clear out the trap. Now, of course, you can use meat, raw prime meat, cooked meat. It will also tame with that. It is a meat eater. It will just take a lot longer, which means you will use up a lot more narcotics. So it is really good if you can use kibble on this particular creature. Now, let's get rid of some of the stuff out of my inventory. Gotta lose some weight before I can show you what this creature can do. I'm just trying to decide what I need to put away, because it will not have a lot of torpor. Where did it go? Ah, it's there. So once you've tamed it, remember to take the kibble out of it and whatever else you have in its inventory. As you can see, its carry weight is absolutely awful. So let me just go on a bit of a diet right now and lose some stuff out of my inventory. So what can I place? Don't want to place any kibbles in the wyvern's inventory because it will eat it. Get rid of this so I can see what I've got there. Don't need all this, and that doesn't really weigh that much, so maybe I can put that there. Put a long neck rifle there. Get rid of some of these darts like so. Maybe get rid of the narcotic as well. I am still too heavy to be able to ride it, so don't forget, once you put a saddle onto the Terror Bird, that will add to the weight it already has. So you need to take that into consideration, as you can see right there. The cryopods don't weigh that much. The egg weighs a bit. We don't want that. We've got cementing paste. Okay, let's see if this works. So it doesn't make a funky sound when it runs. It sounds like it's got bags on its feet, but whatevs, you know. And if you press space to jump and keep it pressed, it will do like a little glide thing. It flaps its wings. This is its attack. That's pretty much all it does for the attack. But this isn't really why you want it. I'm going to show you something like cool. Really cool. So if you jump, press the jump button and hold it down, you can kind of glide to safety. You can actually maneuver really nicely. Really cool. I like this. Not as good as the raptor, but just the skill alone is so unique to the creature. I mean, there are plenty of creatures that glide, but this one is quite maneuverable when it does do this. And you can get quite a bit of distance with it as well, as you can see. So definitely a good creature to escape more dangerous creatures with. That is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in the pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.